Who's the leader of the club that's made for you and me? D-A-N-I-L-F-A-R-I-D. A-da-da-o-da, you're as welcome as can be. D-A-N-I-L-F-A-R-I-D.
Hey guys and gals, it's Beast with the Rocket, and today we're going to be reviewing Raya and the Last Dragon. So without further ado, let's get into it and cue the intro. What is up with my hands today?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Ready for liftoff, super Daniel Rocket. Ready for liftoff, super Daniel Rocket. He's ready to go. Review movies and shows and other stuff too. And sometimes I like a fool and not fantasy. That really gets crazy between the skits as well as the short films because he's super Daniel Rocket. Get ready for it. Pretty cool headphones, am I right? Anyways, of course, as always, we're going to start off with a non-spoiler review and then we're going to go on to some spoilers. So to start off with non-spoiler review, I just want to say that I never really watched that many of the modern Disney movies that have come out. I only watched like some of them, I only watched half of Tangled, and the only exposure I got for the Let It Go song from Frozen is in a different language. And yeah, I only watch it if the movie interests me enough, like when I watched the movie trailer for Wreck-It Ralph. And I was like, oh look, it's about video games, I would love that. And ooh, who's that blue animal creature thing? He looks cool, I might be a fan of him one day. Okay, I didn't say that back in the day, I was lying. So yeah, I did watch the Raya and the Last Dragon trailer a while back. And it really interests me because it looked like a fun movie, it looks action-packed. And I honestly really like how it looks. And there's something also a bit familiar about that movie. I don't know what it is. There's something that looks familiar to me for some reason when I watched the first trailer. But I feel like we'll get to that later. First of all, I want to talk about the pacing of this film because I was surprised that this movie is actually really fast-paced. It kind of reminds me of how the Sonic movie handles its pacing because it's a very fast pace. A lot of people say back in the day that it was like the fastest family movie ever or something like that. I remember saying it in my review. But yeah, unlike the Sonic movie though, this movie kind of takes a lot more ambitious turns with their storyline. So unlike the Sonic movie, which has a bit more of a simple one, there's a lot more to unpack here with a fast-paced story. And I'm surprised that they were able to fit everything in without feeling like it's very cramped or you cannot keep up with what's going on. It's honestly surprisingly easy to keep up, I guess you could say. And to go along with the fast-paced story comes the fast-paced action as well. A lot of the action sequences have fast and fluid animation. Even some of the funny sequences have fast, fluid animation. It's honestly pretty nice to look at and it's pretty entertaining as well. And it really works with the fast-paced story, as I mentioned before. It's like if I was able to get Sonic's speed shoes and I go like, woo woo, but you're able to keep up with it. So yeah, it's honestly pretty amazing. So parents, if you want to have a nice animated movie to watch with your kids and you can have enough time to go back to work afterwards and able to keep up with the movie with your kids, I think this is the movie for you. And yeah, kids are gonna enjoy it, adults are gonna enjoy it, and people in this part of the world are going to enjoy it as well. And yes, we'll get into it right now. Let's cue the spoiler warning right now. Why is there so many Sonic references in this video? Maybe I'm just excited for Sonic's 30th anniversary, that's why. Of course, I have to get this out of the way first. Yes, I am aware that this movie actually takes a lot of inspiration from a lot of Southeast Asia cultures, which of course is where I'm from. I'm from Southeast Asia, I'm a Malaysian. I know people from Indonesia, Philippines, and all of those countries. It's honestly pretty exciting to see that this movie, Raya and the Last Dragon, is getting inspiration from Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, Laos, Thailand. And it makes me proud to go outside and say, we're getting representation! And what's even better is that even though they take inspiration from a lot of these cultures in Southeast Asia, they don't really make a story that's been existing in the past in these nations. They make their own story with the cultures to kind of like do a little mix and match and make their own story with it, which I really like. It makes the movie much more interesting than just you know, just seeing a retelling of a very old story. So I really like that they decided to go for this approach. I also really like the characters in this movie. I like all the side characters. They're very entertaining, and yeah, they really work with the fast-paced story that we have here. And of course, I also like the main character, Raya. I really like her attitude. It kind of reminds me if Sonic was written much more better in the 2010s. Sorry, Sonic. One thing that I do find a bit unfortunate about Raya is that we're gonna go to one location, to another location, to another location, and thanks to this fast pacing, you never really got a chance to immerse yourself into these locations and get to know them better. But even though that's the case, I do feel like the movie kind of compromised that by just giving us a general idea of the area, and it kind of makes you feel like, oh, I don't need to go that much more deeper into this. I already know what I need to see, so let's go on to the next location, which is a bit unfortunate. I do feel like we could have explored these locales a lot more, especially since they're referencing us. But it is what it is, I guess. Who knows, maybe they'll reveal more about these nations in a sequel. I doubt there will be a sequel, but who knows? Maybe they'll review it in some kids' activity book, so yeah. So overall, I really like this movie. It certainly isn't the best Disney movies out there, but it's certainly a great one for me. I love the story, I love the characters, and I also love the entertainment of this movie, the action sequences and the funny sequences and all those in between. So thank you, Disney. I know you may have took it down my Iron Man 2 review a while back, but it kind of makes up for it in a way. So with that said, alright guys and girls, thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. So for the next movie review, we're going to be reviewing, well, let's just say it involves big animals. So stay tuned for that. So until then, rock it on. So parents, if you are watching this, I'm not sure. Do parents watch it? I guess my dad watches it, but not other parents, do they? I guess my dad's uncle, my dad's co-worker. I don't know. 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. High five.